You need a lot of functionality to build powerful media platforms. Do I build or do I buy it? It ends up in a monolithic structure. Separate your services, have a look which services fit into which domain, and run a microservice infrastructure. Our answer to how do you get control is Axinom Mosaic. I think 10 years ago, you still had the majority of traffic in the web was caused by e-commerce, by standard web applications. I think what developed over the last 10 years was the success of streaming, the success of multimedia content. And having a look here on content management, it is a challenge to address all the devices. It was a challenge to be present on all screens available. So today you can see a lot of successful media platforms out there. You can have a look on India and Z5 with 100 million subscribers, with Netflix, market leader, or you can have a look even on a lot of niche offerings like Dutch channels with different niche platforms. So the need of all of these platforms is the monetization. So everything around payment systems, advertising models, personalization. So everything around that plays a very important role. So what you can see is an ecosystem developing around all the media platforms that allow you to integrate a recommendation engine, to integrate translations and many other services. So taking into account that you need a lot of functionality to build powerful media platforms, the commercial challenges are in how do you actually build it up? So from where you get the technology and how do you put the technology together? And the question always appeared like, do I build or do I buy it? So in the end, if you build it or if you buy it from one provider, it ends up in a monolithic structure and in a dependency, either on your own IT department or on one service provider. So the technical challenges, monolithic systems in the end, are not handleable anymore. So if you have a specific service that you want to scale and it is built into a monolithic infrastructure, you do have a problem to get it out there, so to scale it specifically. So you need to scale the whole platform. This brings a lot of problems. So from technical perspective, over the past years, everybody recognized the need to separate the services into specific domains so that you can manage and handle the domains according to their needs. How you avoid ending up in a monolithic architecture, you will get always the same answer. Separate your services, have a look which services fit into which domain, and run a microservice infrastructure. So I think everybody talks about that, and yes, it is the right way to do, but there are a lot of challenges coming with that as well, which is like, how do you control separated services? How do you build user interfaces for separated services? How do you orchestrate them? I think that is an interesting question. Our answer to this is our service portfolio with backend libraries and frontend libraries that unify all the services. So what we are using is we build backend libraries that allow the interoperability between services, and we have a front-end library that utilize micro front-ends. So every service can build his own front end and can be integrated with other front ends. So what you see from an administration and from an editor perspective, you have control over one platform, but actually you control a lot of services behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, we have already built a digital rights management service, translation, monetization service, asset management service, catalog service, and others. You can build your own services on top of that by utilizing our front-end and back-end libraries. So our answer to how do you get control over many services, how do you keep control over many services, how do you extend them, is Axinom Mosaic. The Axinom Mosaic framework allows you to integrate third-party services, build your own services, or using services we provide. Here you utilize our front-end libraries and back-end libraries to guarantee the interoperability between the services and to have one control interface. Commercially, you have all the freedom to choose which service you would like to integrate, which service you need, which functionality you need. You do not need to purchase something you don't need, and you can choose the best functionality for your needs. So the Axinom Mosaic framework allows you to do all of that and still keep control. So right now we are setting up a partner program for developers, for service providers, and for IT departments. We keep you posted about all our developments. We provide you all the needed information. So just leave your email address and we will get back to you.